Hello friends, I am going to discuss illustration number 4 of risk uncertainty CMA final SFM. Please read the questions here. Look at here. Illustration number 4. A Skylark Airlines is planning to acquire a light commercial aircraft for flying class clients at an investment of rupees 50 lakhs. The expected cash flow after the tax for the next 3 years are given these. These are the cash inflow of first year and probability of the cash inflow is given this is a cash flow for the second year and probability of cash inflow is given this is a cash flow this and probability of cash inflow is given this. Whenever cash inflows are given or any net present value are given in the case of probability distribution, then we have to take decisions on the basis of expected value and expected value we have already discussed about expected value. This is represented like this is a summation pi xi and this is the expected value. Okay, now you have to calculate the company where take a consider all possible risk factors related to the airlines operation. The company wants to know expected net present value, venture independent probability distribution. This is an independent probability distribution. I will make you understand what is the independent probability distribution. This is used to calculate a standard deviation of the project when different cash flows are coming. There are two cases when cash flows are dependent and when cash flows are independent. Then a standard deviation for dependent cash inflow are calculated by separate method and a standard deviation for independent cash inflow is calculated by separate method. With 8% risk of interest and possible standard deviations, state the importance of a standard deviation for this. First, I am going to calculate expected cash inflow and a standard deviation of each year. Okay. In working note first, look at here. Working note first. Calculation of expected cash inflow and a standard deviation. First year. Expected cash inflow and a standard deviation of first year. Okay. Here I am going to write cash inflow. This is assumed by xi. This is the probability. This is the pi. You write here pi xi, pi xi x square. The data is going to detail in lakhs. That is 14 lakhs, 18 lakh, 25 lakh, 40 lakh. Probability of this is 0.10, 0.20, 0.40, 0.30. Okay. Now PIXI 14 into multiplied with 0.10, that is 1.4, 3.6. This is your 10, 3.6, 10, 40, 12.0. This and sum of this is 27. You can write expected cash inflow, that is EX, summation pi xi, 24 lakh. Now this is suppose A and this is a B. pxi a into b, px multiplied with x, x square will come. So 14 into 1.4, that is 19.6, 19.6, 64.8, 250, 480. Sum of this is 814.40. Okay, now a standard deviation. Root under summation pi xi x square minus expected x whole x square, root under 814.40 minus 24 whole x square. This is 814.40 minus 814.40 minus, this is 24 x square, that is 729, and its sum is 85.4, 85.4, 814.4, 85.4. Answer is 9.241, 241. This is the first year cash inflow. And now the second year I am going to calculate. Second year. Working note second. Calculation of expected cash inflow and a standard deviation for second year. This is the working note second. Cash inflow in lakhs. This is the XI. Probability, that is the PI. This is the PI XI, PI XI x square. This is 15 in second year. 15 lakh, 20 lakh, 32 lakh, 40 lakh, 0.1 probability, 0.3, 0.4, 0.2. 15, 20, 32, 45, and probability of this is 0.10, 0.30, 0.40, 0.20. Now multiply, this is 1.5, this is 6, this is 6, 12.8, that is 9, 29.3. In this case, expected cash inflow of second year, expected cash inflow EX summation PI XI 29.3 lakhs. Now PI XI, you multiply these and these. This is 22.5, 15 into 1.5, 22.5, 20 into 6, 120, 32 into 12.8, 409.6, 45 into 9, 45 into 9, 405, 957.10 a standard deviation. This is summation pi xi x square expected x whole square. This is 957.10 minus 29.3 whole square, 29.3 whole square, and this is, you have 957.10 minus 858.49, 858.49, this is 98.61, 9.930. This is the standard deviation for second year cash inflow. Now I am going to calculation of expected value and standard deviation for third year cash inflow. Third year. This is also working note 3. In this case, this is your PI or XI. You can say this is the expected cash inflow. You write here cash inflow in lakhs, that is X. Probability, that is PI. PI XI. PI XI X square. This is given 18, 25 lakh, 35 lakh, 48 lakh. The probability of this is 0.20, 0.50, 0.20, 0.10. Probability of this. Now, after multiplying this PIXI, that is 18, 3.6, 12.5, 35, this is 7, 48 into 0.1, 4.8. Sum of these 27.9. Expected cash inflow for third year, summation PIXI, that is 27.9 lakhs. 18 PIXI into X, 18 into 3.6, 64, 3.6, 64.8, 25 into 12.5, that is 312.5, 312.5, 35 into 7, 35 into 7, this is 245, 48 into 4.8, 48 into 4.8, 230.40. Sum of these 852, 852.70. A standard deviation. Summation pi xi x square minus expected x whole x square. This is for third year. Okay. Now we have already calculated. This is summation xi, summation pi xi x square. 852.70 minus 27.9 x square. This is 857.70 minus 27. x 27.9 whole square. This you can write 27.9 whole square. This is 778.41. This is 74.29, 8.619, 619. Look at it. We have calculated here expected cash inflow as well as a standard deviation of 3 years. So now here what we have observed here, look at it. 1 year, 1, 2, 3. Expected cash inflow in lakhs. A standard deviation. We have calculated expected cash inflow in this is 27, 29.3 lakhs, 27 lakhs. This is 27.9 lakh, 27.9 lakhs. A standard deviation of each year is 9.241, 9.93, 9.93, 8.619. This. Now we have to calculate net present value. To calculate net present value, we must have to think in 0 year our investment is 50 lakh. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Cash inflow is 27, 29.3 and 27.9 lakhs. So you have to bring this in present value of cash inflow at the rate of discount rate 8%, and this is the present value of cash outflow. The net present value equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. What is your inflow? This is the first year I bet percent 0.8 plus 29.3, 1.08 for 2-year discount plus this is 27.9, this is for third year 1.08, 3-year discount minus outflow is a 50 lakh. Outflow is a 50 lakh. After calculating these all, you will have 72.2679. 2679. After calculating, you will get the answer. To 22.27 lakh is your net present value. Now we have to calculate a standard deviation of net present value. A standard deviation of net present value. This is there are two ways of calculating the standard deviation. Project is independent. Cash flow is independent. A cash flow is dependent. There are two cases. Cash flow is dependent. In this case, formula is a standard deviation of first year 1 plus R. A standard deviation of second year 1 plus R x square. A standard deviation third year 1 plus R की power cube. This. This is in the case of a standard deviation when cash flows are dependent. But in the case of independent, same we have to write Standard deviation 1 first year 1 plus r, standard deviation 2 second year 1 plus rx square, standard deviation 3 1 plus r की power cube. Now, so what is the difference? This is the just you have a not you are going to take root, but in this case you have to take root plus dot 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 root. Here you have to write this x square, this you have to do x square, this you have to do x square. Look at it, this is, and this is a plus sign. In the given question it is independent, therefore this formula is applied to calculate a standard deviation. And here we can write here the given case 9.241241 whole divided by 1.08 whole square. This is a 9.93 1.08 whole square, this 8.619 whole divided by 1.08 की power cube. This is the x square. Because of this is for 3 years, and after calculating we get 73.213 plus 72.4775 plus 46.8135 root under 192.5040. A standard deviation you have 13.874. A standard deviation of cash inflow when cash inflows are independent is 13.874. What this means? The deviation of observation is 13.874. Look at it in the questions. Now I am going to look at here. Expected net present value you have to calculate. Why this is expected? Because it is used to calculate expected cash inflow. That's why its name is expected net present value. Assuming independent probability distribution. This probability distribution independent. That's why I have used the formula of independent. This the 8% is the discount rate. Possible deviation. This deviation we have calculated. Okay, that is the standard deviation. Now, state the importance of a standard deviation in project value distribution capital budgeting. Look at it. A standard deviation is a statistical tools. It represents the deviation of individual observations from its average observations. Okay, the data having more high deviation is said to be higher riskier in compared to the data having low standard deviations. Okay, the same thing you just write the answer of 3 part here. A standard deviation is a statistical tool. Statistical tools which represents the deviation of individual observation with respect to average observation, average observation, the data having high standard deviation is assumed to be higher deviation, high riskier than the data having low standard deviation, standard deviation. In capital budgeting, it is used to calculate of risk for project. Okay, so we have done a step by step these questions. Okay, thank you class.